Good.
Hello, one and all. Welcome to Drone Talk episode 3. We have got Tony and Eagle VP. How are we all today?
We are surviving the cold.
Oh dear, somebody's not very well.
Oh.
Knackered.
Knackered,
yeah.
So what are we going to be talking about tonight? Yeah, somebody's not very well. Somebody has given me Litchi for free. I've got to sort it out and get it on my phone. And would I be able to go live on my Android with Litchi?
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, can you tell?
Yeah, you go live. It's got virtually the same as DJI. The only difference is that you can actually pre-program a flight with Litchi. You can actually hub and you can draw where your photographs taken and what have you. It's very good that way. But it's a totally automated flight. They do Litchi Osmo as well, but it still doesn't go live.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to know whether Litchi goes to the Phantom 3 and lets you go live. That would be interesting.
Oh, I should have a look.
Mm.
I'm just wondering, everybody's saying Phantom 3 standard, we might not going live, but I wonder if it does with the Android. I wonder if it does go live with the advanced and professional.
I think it does, yeah.
Just not the standard. Because
it does go live with the standard, because Matt's Big Dream had a standard and he went live 2 or 3 times.
Oh, so he has got a standard.
Yeah. You have a look at some of his going back about 5 months, 6 months, 4 or 5 months. He went live with the DJI standard.
Ah.
But he had an Apple phone, so that's maybe why.
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
Apples will do it, Androids won't.
Yeah, but my Android will.
Will it?
Yeah.
It was just with a Samsung.
Because the app says you can go live. So if I'd signed out of the DJI app and Chris had signed in,
yeah,
it's the same app, and it would have had the live facility on it. Because mine's a Sony phone, and it's an Android, but it's got the live on. Hello, January and Golden Gamer.
Yes, hello. Well, thank you, Golden Gamer. I'll see you later.
So Tony, we'll do the interview in the new year when your voice is better.
Hey, my voice is not bad. It's just deep.
Yeah, it's very deep. Yeah.
I watched you broke your voice.
I watched you walk and talk.
Yeah, you were on about that before, while Keith was on the phone before we started. I'll have to watch that. See what it's about.
It was, as I said to Pixie, I says, I can do that song now. I was born.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a good voice as well, Chris, isn't he?
He has, yeah. But until it gets better, he'll not be able to.
Yeah, then I won't have it anymore. But yeah, tomorrow I'm charged up with batteries in a minute. The big pipe layer that I've done films of, that crane thing.
Yeah.
They're moving it outside my house tomorrow.
Oh.
So if I get a timing right, I might be able to film it coming down and being put next to my house.
Oh, that'll be good then.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
If I can get it done, that's the thing. And then I've just put up a Litchi one where I circle canvas at 90 feet.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've done a Litchi app because I know 90 feet doesn't sound that high, but as I pulled it away from the houses, and then you put the photography on the houses. So as the helicopter goes airborne, you tell it what camera to hold on, which picture to hold on. So your first one may be at the end of one street. So the helicopter goes up to 90 feet. It focus on number 1. And as long as that's number 1 there, as it goes along, it turns the helicopter keeping on 1. And if you stage yourselves out, say every 100 feet, and put another photograph in to 2, it just does a gentle pan into 2 like that.
Ah, cool.
It is. You get some unbelievable. Like if you wanted a takeoff, say, you put a focus on where the helicopter is on the ground, and you put a photograph, and as it gets airborne, you back it away on your programming from 20 feet, 50 feet, 100 feet, 90, you know, and up to 300 feet, and it just backs away from the ground, and just like that, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely gonna have to get that app. Hello, Jeanette, even though she's in the same room as me, but hey ho. She's got her headphones on, bless her. Yeah, that sounds good. That, so I'll have to. I think that's on episode 2 that you left the link in for the Litchi app.
Yeah.
So I'll have to get that, and if I can go live with it, then watch this space.
Yeah.
I see you've got with the Litchi app now. There's 360-degree photography work.
Oh.
So you can sit on top of your moor and then just do I want a 360. Although the software is quite difficult to get the hang of it, I tend to do a 180, but a wide 180, and you get a lovely panoramic of what you're looking at.
Right, got you. I'm with you.
But it does 360. And you're telling you how many rows to do, how many photographies to do, you know, how you want to do it. Do you want to do it up and down or across? It's got all that built into it.
Yeah.
So have I got to
Chris,
watch a load of videos?
Chris.
Yes.
Just interrupting you. What have I got to do? I do it private or unlisted?
Unlisted.
Unlisted.
Oh, you mean the footage from yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, unlisted. Because if you do it privately and you send me the link, I'll not be able to view it.
Okay then.
And I'll do yours later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as I was saying, IDM mix up with the Litchi app. Have I got to watch quite a few videos to get to know how to do it, or is it just nearly the same as the what's it app on the DJI?
If you go to Litchi on the internet, they've actually got the videos that tell you what to do.
Ah.
They do the help, and then you've got videos on YouTube to actually put that out.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that'll be all right. I'll have a look.
I've got to put it all together, stitch it all together on the editing program because I ain't done that yet.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got to do all that lot as well. So
as soon as we finish the drone talk, I will do that.
Yeah, no problem, and I'll get cracking editing that video. Now I can get the little picture of my square box at the bottom on top of the main film.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. So, is anybody thinking about getting the DJI Spark?
No, not really. I've looked at the reviews on it, and although it's nice, it's only got a 10-minute flight time.
Very true. Yes, it has.
So I mean, either you're gonna, I mean, if you look at it that way, you're gonna look at the more flight, or whatever they call it, where you get the controller, and I think it's 2 extra batteries or 1 extra battery. It's costing you in the region of £700. Although they have got a sale going on at DJI at the minute. But if you're considering you're spending that amount for $799, you're going to get a Mavic.
Yeah. And that's what I would go for, you know. And DJI, is it 30% they've got off?
Yeah, 30%. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's but you can still pick up the Mavic at what, 659 on the net?
Yeah, 699. I've seen a downfall in that, you know.
Yeah.
To me, I don't see the point of having something this small. It is a selfie drone.
Yeah.
You know, but the Mavic is, I wouldn't say it's good as a Phantom 4, but if you're just doing the photography like what we do, it's ideal.
Yeah.
Your glove compartment, and if you're staying somewhere nice when you're out and about, you just get out, you fly, and you put it back in your pocket, nobody knows the difference, you know.
Yeah. And I know, because I mean, you do a lot of flying now with the Mavic, don't you?
All the time. That's the only drone I've got.
Yeah.
You know, like I've done 6 videos over the last 2 days.
Yeah.
4 sitting up on the net just waiting to be published.
Yeah.
Staging those to be published, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm torn between the Mavic or the Phantom 4 if I had the money. Professional.
Yeah, if you was going into business, Chris, Phantom 4 professional, yeah. But as an hobbyist, the Mavic is sufficient.
Hi, Brian. Hi, Dan. Mix up.
Anyway, Chris.
Yeah.
I took the Mavic out today, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, yesterday, and I hovered above a ship at 200 feet, and I watched it. You know, the guys working.
Yeah.
Okay. From their perspective, looking at my Mavic, it looks like a bird.
Yeah.
And I've got the quiet props on, so you can't hear it with all their noise. It just sits there. You know, it's a bit of a spy machine, like. But if the seagulls are flying around as well, it just mixes with them as well, you know.
Guys, if you just want to, if you're interested about getting drones and whatnot, I've got a few links in the description. There's one for the Mavic, one for the Phantom. I think there's 2 for the Phantoms and 1 for the Mavic. So you want to have a click on that and have a look, see what you think. Get one off of there if you like. Or go straight to eBay. So they didn't even question.
No,
over them.
they don't question down here, to be honest. They're not bothered. I mean, they even the council, when they came down, they're doing some cabling in there, and they're all the yellow coats and hard hats and that. And I went down there, and he said, "Oh, what are you doing?" He said, "I'm going to go fly my drone. Like, I'm going to spy on you guys." Well, that's fine. That's fine. And he said, "Well, where's your drone?" I said, "It's in my pocket." And he went, "Never." And he opened it up. He says, "Yeah." He said, "I got the Phantom 4." He says, "And I've seen the Mavic." He says, "That's unbelievable." And then I flew it, and all the guys were watching the screens and saying, "That's fantastic."
Because when we went there yesterday, Keith, we were Country Park. We got an old couple that were quite interested. Even lady were looking up and asking you stuff, weren't she?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the people do when you get out flying, you know.
There's more people ask you what you're doing than not, if you see my point.
Yeah.
You know, there's a few people saying, "Oh, you're spying on me," and this, that, and the other. But those sort of people are very, very far between. You know, I've even had when I was down on the beach last year, the girls on the horses that said, "Oh, any chance you can video some horses?" And I thought, terrific, if I can get something like Black Beauty, because it was a beautiful black hole, and then having the Phantom go alongside of it, and you know, as going diving down the beach, says that would be a wonderful video, you know. But she never came back to me, so you know.
Yeah, this is it, isn't it? You know, people do stop and ask you to do things. You know, I've been asked quite a few times, but I always say no. You know, because it puts pressure on you. Then
it does.
Yeah, because it's got to be spot on. And if it's not spot on, they'll say, "Do it again," or "I'm not bothered," isn't it? Then it's wasted your time. That's it.
I'm just saying. Well, no, I mean all the places I've been to so far, people have just walked up and says, "Oh, you know, can I see what you're doing?" Like, you know, it does take a little bit out of your way. You know, you got to show them what's doing, and it kind of interferes with what you're flying. But on the whole of it, it's quite good to show the technology. You know?
Yeah.
That people know that most droners aren't going to go like 800 foot up in air.
No.
You know what I mean? And flying airports and stuff like that. They're the idiots that give us good droners a bad name.
Yeah.
Innit? You know what I mean? It's just like, why do they do it when they know they're doing it wrong?
Yeah. People are always going to be like that, Chris. You know. When CB came out, it was a good tool, and people spoilt it. It's like droning. You get a lot of, you know, a lot of people fly safe, responsible, but then you get the idiots who don't, who spoil the hobby for people like us.
Yeah, and it's them that are getting us to having to register as drones eventually, aren't they? Because it's going to happen, isn't it?
That's just come back in again, hasn't it? So
yeah.
And I think about 35 quid, I think.
Yeah.
Is that what it's going to be? Because then they can track you then, can't you?
Yeah.
They can track you anyway. As those guys were arrested doing the stuff in the prison, they were arrested. Because,
very true. Yeah.
you know, DJI supplied all the flight data.
Yeah.
Yeah, just got to log onto your machine and boom, it's there, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know, it's already been said that DJI hold a lot of spyware in there. They know as soon as your controller is set on, it's transmitting via your phone to DJI that you're active and where you are in the world.
Well, yeah. But you know that's safety in it, really. You know, it's not spying. It's you know.
When mine went into the river and they couldn't find it, why couldn't they say, "Oh, we know where it is"?
Yeah.
I'll fetch it, please. I'll be a good boy from now on.
Yeah.
So has anyone seen Sean's video up, the drone news today?
Yes,
I do. Yes, I see the drone news.
Yeah, I tell you, he does a good job on that drone news.
He
Really
does.
pleased.
I see one that you sent someone in, didn't you, Tony?
I did.
Yeah.
So did Sue Will fixed it, I think.
Yeah.
There were another one that I can't remember which one it was. Who was it that said the one in with the two drones where they were splashing it in the water? Was that Sue Will?
I don't know.
Oh no!
I can't remember which one that was, but you know, I've looked at it. I forgot to comment on it, you know, so I've got to go back after this and comment.
Yeah, because I think he said that they were trying to get into the market first before DJI.
Yeah.
DJI got in there first. They've just swallowed the market up, haven't they?
No. But it's the Rolls Royce of the Rolls Royce of flying, I think, really. I'll show you what I haven't got this video edited yet, but it looks like they're going to actually be doing some new turbines, and they just brought in the cable there. Not the cable there, the actual manufacturer. Let's see if we can get this one. Can you see that there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see that.
That there's the left-hand side of the Blythe Pier. I'm about a quarter of a mile down the pier. I was looking for the sunken ship, but I couldn't find it, so I decided to actually go to the right and look at this cable there. Sorry, the turbine compiler. It's only in for a few days. It's got to do 5 turbines. It's just going to swing round now, and you'll see him. Very strange ship. I've never seen one like it. It's got its own legs.
Its own leg?
Yeah, there. It sticks into the ground when it's out at sea, and it stabilizes itself by lifting itself off the waves. Like I don't know if you can see it. It's just standing in the water.
That's cool, isn't it?
I mean,
yeah, see now, yeah.
Yeah, the one on the right there is an actual cable there. I'm just going to see if I can find this is the one where I do go across it. But I think I'm going to go back on this one. Let me just. Well, that's one of the views I've got on my thing. I'm just going to see if I've got the other video where I actually go across that, because it's a strange looking ship. It really is. Let's see. I say I enjoy doing. Oh, there it is. There. Right.
Found it, have you?
Found it. It's one of my second. See if I can do it. Dinky dinky doo. Can you see it from the side how the legs go down?
Yeah.
A very strange ship. They got actually bring it in from Sweden because they haven't got one in this country.
Yeah.
They let you fly over the port there like that?
They don't mind. Well, at least they haven't caught me yet. But
cool.
But those struts you see coming above, I think they go down to the under the ship. They go through to give it the legs to stick out of the ground, to get out of the seabed. So it's stabilization.
That's weird. That is. It's good, but weird.
I thought it would interest you, like, you know.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah.
When you get a chance, can you put your channel link into the chat?
I can, yeah.
Because you're a moderator, aren't you? Oh, that is. Oh, cool. Hell, that is excellent footage.
That's cool.
Isn't it?
That's good. That.
I was about 290 feet there.
Yeah.
Just to show.
Hi, Nesterberg.
Just to show the ship and what it looked like, and it's only. I mean, that's where they usually put the big ships in there, and they've actually took that harbour over for this thing.
How long is it there for then?
I'm expecting it to move within a couple of days.
You can try and get it.
I'll go try and get it, but it's planning it. There's a shipping log. You can look on the internet to find out what ships are moving. Every ship in the world's tracked like airplanes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've got it on my iPad.
Yeah, so what I do is I tend to go on there and find out what shipping's coming in and out and try to get to it. If I come down here, believe it or not, that there is a lighthouse.
What?
That white thing in somebody's garden. It was a lighthouse at one point, and they've just built the houses around it.
Oh yeah, see, yeah.
Yeah.
Strange. I've never been down there to have a look at it close up, like. And then that there is the new police station. No, I was at the hotel. I think that could be the hotel we've done. And then, you know.
Is this all in Blythe then?
It's all in Blythe, yeah. And there's the fishing vessels offloading to the freezer trucks.
Cool. I see the lighthouse as Nesterberg. That's cool, that is.
But, you know, there's a police station with a police car out of it. So, yeah. So, yeah. It's editing the videos at the end of the day that I like. You know, you go out there, you do a flight for 20 minutes, and then you get back and Bob's your uncle, you know, you got a video to edit.
How many miles was that away from you?
From where I was flying, probably about half a mile.
About half a mile.
Yeah.
I won't even go about 300 yards away.
Yeah, I mean, he's you know, that where Tony lives, he's got the views there, hasn't he?
Exactly, yeah.
You know, up in Northumberland and places like that, you know, you've got some wonderful places to fly a drone. You know, it's like you, really, Chris. You know, you've got the Yorkshire Moors or the Peak District not far from you. You've got some lovely places.
Exactly, but there's no point in going in them places in this time of year, is there? Because it's going to be freezing, it's going to be rubbish, and it's not going to be very good.
Yeah.
Footage, so it's better like waiting till the springtime or the summertime where the weather's off, and you got more daylight and everything, so you can spend quite time up there.
Yeah, well, it's as I said, you know, in the spring when the good weather comes, we'll have to have a meet-up up in Blythe.
Or I'll come your way, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I like meetups. So, I mean, you know, we can come up to yours, you can come down to ours, and we can get out flying with the drones, go out for a meal, and
yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
What did you think to Random Life calling me bossy then, Tim?
Oh, she's bossy, isn't she?
Yeah. Yeah.
She means it in the best possible way, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's right though, Tony. He is a bit.
Cargo 619 wants to come over for a meet-up as well. You're welcome anytime, you and your family.
There you go. Don't pack me long.
You know, we'll have to go over to Canada, won't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I would say it's about 3 hours away from me. Is Twickenham.
Yeah.
Yeah, roughly.
I used to do a fish round it, or I used to wait for a fish roundsman from Grimsby who does the Twickenham area cargo.
Ah.
He still goes round there, but you know, I used to canvas for him.
I want to come. I want to come and invade the UK, steal all the chomp. Can't be doing things like that. So has anybody got any? I know Keith, you're wanting the Mavic, aren't you?
Eventually, yeah. Eventually. I'm in no rush because you know I still don't know what to do. Whether to buy a gimbal for me DSLRs or buy an Osmo. Osmos are less intrusive, yeah. But I like the cameras that I've got. You know, the Panasonic FZ 1000 and the 82, which would both fit on the you know, the gimbal.
Well, eventually, I'm wanting the. I'm leaning more towards the Phantom 4 than I am the Mavic, I think.
Why?
Probably, I think the Mavic might be a bit too fast for me.
No, you can slow the Mavic down. It's got the tripod mode, which flies at what's the speed of the tripod mode?
Yeah.
It's about 2 miles an hour in it.
Yeah. So. The what do you call it? The Phantom 4 will do, I do believe, 60 mile an hour in sports mode.
Yeah.
Oh damn! That'll not be going in sports mode.
Yeah.
Whereas the Mavic does 50, I think, on a maximum.
Yeah, but do you really need that speed? What speed do you normally fly at, Tony?
I mean, Drone Girl, she always has hers in sports, but I mean, I'm normally doing 23 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Each time I use sports mode is if I'm looking at because on the screen you see the speed of the Mavic. And if I'm going into the wind, I can see it drop to 1 mile an hour.
Yeah.
If I'm coming back, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So the first thing is to actually get a different height, higher or lower, to see if the Mavic picks up speed.
Yeah.
And at that point, I'll switch it to sports mode.
Yeah.
I mean, for instance, one day last month, I had high winds and I got the amber warning. That's something that the other helicopters of DJI don't do. There's a red warning to say there's high winds in this area. And then there's an amber warning, which means that the engines could actually be overworked. And I had this amber come up on me. And in sports mode, I came back at 4 mile an hour.
That in the wind?
That's in the wind. The wind, that in sports mode, I should be doing 49 mile an hour. So it was a 30 mile an hour wind I was against.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and eventually I had to drop it down to virtually touch the water to actually get across.
Oh.
You know. But the only thing I don't like about the Mavic is you can't go into ATI mode where you can float on the wind.
I don't think I'd like to do that myself.
No, it's very good. If you try it, Chris, you know you're on the field next time.
Yeah.
Fly, you know, put your finger up, find which way the wind's going, or hover the helicopter in front of you, right? ATI and see which way it goes.
Right.
Back to GPS, it'll stop instantly. It stops. So there you know which way the wind's coming. Turn it into the wind. Take it up to 90 feet and go into the wind. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Get out about 100 feet from you. Then turn to the picture you want and go back to ATI mode. And watch it just drift back towards you. There's no battery used or anything else really. The wind's bringing you back.
No, my luck, if it was wind will change direction and take it all away.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll have to try that one day when I have a bit more experience and I know what I'm doing.
I'll say I nearly lost my Mavic today.
Oh, did you?
You did you?
I will show you this video. I was doing a side view of Blythe, and somebody said stop and check to your right. You know, even though I was at 290 feet, and I'll show you what happened. So there's Blythe. So I'm just going across the river to have a look at. I was trying to focus on this lighthouse. So I thought it'd be nice if I did a side, just a side slide like this. So I was looking at it, then I turned it around and I thought, yeah, that looks nice, that does. And then somebody said, you better just check to your right. So I took my hands off the controllers and then turned the helicopter around to show where I was going up against, and you'll see what happens in a second.
Tony.
There we go. This is lovely shots, like.
Yeah.
And then my favourite turbine is right next to me. So as I turn, you'll see it stop in a minute. I'll stop it and then swing it around. Or I'll just swing it around. Look.
Yeah, right next to the turbine. Don't you get any interference?
No.
Because I thought you got interference if you went too near a turbine.
The Mavics use OcuSync, which is different from Lightbridge, which is different from the Phantom 3. The Phantom 3 loses signal if it's in a Wi-Fi zone. Wi-Fi. The Phantom 4, and as it's got the boosters on, runs out after a 2 mile. It can get interference from the ground.
Yeah.
OcuSync, and I don't know how that works, but OcuSync compresses the data and uses backup data. So technically, according to DJI, it can get to 7 mile.
Oh. Yeah, but I won't want to fly that far away.
No, I mean, some guy did to prove it. He went 7 mile.
Yeah.
Battery error, as it wouldn't be able to return. But looking at the way it's 7 miles, and you just landed next to him.
Yeah.
DJI are saying that the technology is there for 7 mile. So that means that a mile or a 2 mile, it's got a strong enough signal to give you a full single, HD single all the way. Yeah. I mean, yesterday on one of my runs, I took it out and every app failed. I did a Litchi run. The Litchi failed, the DJI app failed, I couldn't get any visual. The only thing I had on was a controller was showing me the distance the aircraft was from me.
Yeah.
I couldn't get anything to run. And eventually this dot came out of the sky. I went, okay, that's fair enough. But
I'll bring it back.
That's the thing, Chris. You know, if you do the Litchi app and you're online and you do the hub, do that, and you can zoom in. It uses Google Maps. Okay.
Right.
And you can put everything in and you save it under Chris's first flight, say, on the internet. When you're out on the field, when you load up Litchi, you'll open up a flight FPS, which is your course, and you open it up, and it immediately opens up the internet to show you what you saved.
Wow.
And you load up Chris's flight. It loads that directly into your iPhone or wherever, and you've got your route there already planned. You just say, play it. And the helicopter goes, I'm off, bye. You go, ta-da.
Bye-bye, never see you again. Bye. Oh, that sounds awesome. I'm definitely going to get that downloaded.
The thing is,
are we going for a cup of tea? He's going for a 3 mile fly in a circle.
The thing about what I'm learning about Litchi is if you have, and it's logical if you think about it, if I put 2 photography locations, say, at each end of a church, and I've got the quadcopter coming around, I say, focus on one end, then I open on the other, and I set the helicopter at a 7 mile an hour run, it actually turns in the air very fast. For this way, then that way for the photography. So what you do is you put 1 photography on the church, which is I think it's a right click, and that says I want to photograph this area, and then you bring your helicopter in for a wide berth, and because it's coming round, it's only 1 photography place there. The helicopter will automatically turn as it goes round the church. It'll always center on the center of it.
Right, I'm with you.
Yeah. If you wanted a panoramic, say, so like if you were going up the field where you're flying in the day, what you do is as you're going forward, you put your tracks going up the field, and then you put to the right, a right click for a photograph of the trees to the right, then you go forward 100 yards or so, and then you put ahead of you another photograph. Then you do another 100 yards and you put to the left 100 yards and then behind you. So what the helicopter's doing, if it goes up at a slow speed, it comes up and it pans slowly to the right and carries on sideways, then gradually goes to the left, then it goes to the forward, then it turns to the left, and you're getting this lovely panoramic type photography. Whereas when we fly, we tend to do manually and it gets a bit jittery, you know.
Yeah.
You know. So literally does it all automated, which is great. Also, I don't know if you know, Chris, that on your controls on your Phantom, you know, on your control, do you know the unscrew?
Yes, I do. Yes.
So you can actually unscrew the tops and tighten them up, so that it makes them longer.
Yeah.
You know where I am.
Yeah. One of mine is a little teeny weeny bit longer than the. I think there's the left one is a little bit teeny bit longer than the other one.
Yeah, it's just to give you that. If you're heavy-handed, it gives you that slow movement. If you understand.
Yeah.
No, if
it's a good idea that.
If you're in the normal mode, then it'll fly away to the right or left. Mavic, I don't think has the adjustment on it. You know, you've got to go through the software to adjust. You know,
that's a bit of a pain in the backside, isn't it? Really.
It is, Dylan, but you're working with a games pad, so it's not as bad as a big Phantom one. You know, you're just putting your thumbs on it and just kind of edging it very little. You know.
Yeah. Go on, mate.
I mean, a lot depends on, I say, what you want to do when you're flying. If it's just scenery and that, then great. You know. I mean, I say I've been out. When I had the Phantom 4, I went out to sea across to the Coquette Islands, and I was hovering above the seals, and that, you know, it was great. And St Mary's Lighthouse, when the tide's out, you get the seals coming in there, and you know, you can hover above them within reason, you know, because there's always wardens there, and they always tell you off if you're hovering above them, you know, at a certain height.
You're scary, the seals.
Yeah, they're not bothered. They kind of look up. I mean, the other day I was at that new place in South Shields, which I found, where I'm right next to the car ferry.
Yeah.
And I took off there and I realised there was a seagull on top of one of the big lights, and I was taking off above it. And the seagull kind of looked over and went, "What's that?" And I went up. Its head just went up like that and went, "Okay, that's it. I'll go back to sleep." As I came back again, I came down. It went, "Oh, it's back," and then it watched me land. You know,
that's a new beer. What's that called?
I mean,
yeah,
1-0.
2.
Bristol City.
Yeah.
I mean, what was good last year? Me mate who flies fixed wing aircraft.
Yeah.
And he's got one Coleman wing, and it's, you know, it's like a triangle. And these geese came by, and he said, "I'm gonna see if I can get some video of them because you guys are thing on it." And he went up, and he came alongside them, and these geese actually opened up the flock, and he joined at the back of them, and they were just flying along with this drone. You know.
You got some birds flying outside of you, didn't you? Yesterday.
Yeah. They tend to, the birds tend to attack you, you know, or try to attack you and try to be bullies to get you away from if they've got a feeding ground, you know. But they don't collide into you. They're very good at, you know, moving away from you. But they do get quite slow. And if you put 96 frames a second on, you can actually see every movement of the wing as it comes.
But
because
when we went to the country park yesterday, there were a few bears around there, and then Keith I think we were coming back from the lake, and all of a sudden the bears just flying all around his drone. I thought, "Hey, they're not going to go for it, are they?"
No. Sometimes they do attack, but a lot of times they take no notice.
No.
In the breeding season, then any bird will attack a drone.
Yeah.
Which is not good.
Not good
at all, really, is it?
No.
It's not what you want. Because they're very, very expensive machines.
They're getting, you can buy these transfers now. Let's put 2 big eyes and a grizzly mouth on the mouth. You know.
Stay away from me. That'll be it, isn't it?
Mate's got a sports drone, and when they're coming against me, he takes his sports drones up and chases them away. He's on the tail, like, you know. But
has there been any collisions lately with regards to drones and aircraft, other aircraft? I know there's been that one with the helicopter in America or something.
Yeah, he's been charged now £600,000 of damage to the aircraft. I'm not too certain exactly how he's going to pay that, you know, on his drone, but he did say he was doing it, and he was flying that area all the time. But he was above 400 feet. He was out of the range of, you know, sight, which I do all the time, but I don't go above 400 feet. In fact, DJI, if you've actually looked at your app recently, I've actually reset your DJI app down to 390 feet. It actually, you lost 20 feet on the actual aircraft from going to the maximum.
Well, they should have a set limit. I know they do. I know you can turn it off, but they shouldn't have that option of turning it off on the app. Actually,
that wouldn't work all the time, Chris. I was up in Trim Valley last year.
Yeah.
And 400 feet got me halfway up a hill. I could not clear the hill.
Yeah.
Right.
So I had to override it, and the hill was actually 900 feet. So I added 400 feet on top of that to give me the height. So from ground level, I was 1,390 feet up in the sky, which was cool. It was nice, but according to me, I wasn't actually breaking the rule because the drone was 400 feet above the ground. However, where from me, it was 1,390 feet above.
Yeah.
But from where it actually was, it was still 400.
But I got some nice footage of around Fort up there, you know, around house. Because I damned if I was going to walk up this hill to get to it, so I'm not that daft. But seconds later, just down behind me in the valley, came 2 tornado jets.
Yeah.
400 feet below me, because it's a training area. So I can see why these rules are in. But, you know, where I was positioned, it was well away from their aircraft, you know. But, yeah, you know, there. Yeah.
I did a drone, I think. I've still not seen any of his footage. I do apologise, Andy. Is saying it's only 23 Celsius and where he is in Australia now.
23 Celsius.
It says it's freezing. So we'd be walking about in shorts and t-shirts with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good, is it, eh?
No.
Oh,
if it's getting milder for the weekend, you might be able to get out again, Chris, and do a bit of droning.
Oh, if it's even if it's freezing, I'm still going to go out on the drone just as long as it's not raining.
You got an app now, and it's called UAV, and it gives. I don't know if you can see that. It might be too bright, but
just about.
And that's called UAV, and I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, UAV forecast. If I load it in for my area now, it says it's not good to fly. It's overcast. The temperature is 7C. The gusts are 5 miles an hour at 328 feet. And it's only got 1 KP and 16 satellites available. And for the actual lot of satellites, it's 13. So it says it's not good to fly in normal circumstances. that means that probably a DJI could actually fly, but under those conditions. But that UAV advises you what the weather's like around you, rain, snow, and it's worth having, you know.
I might check that one out. What's it called again?
UAV.
UAV. I'll have a look at that. That sounds interesting. That does. Yeah. Is there any other apps that you've got that's useful?
What for the quadcopters?
Yeah. Like no fly zone areas and stuff like that.
No.
I think there is apps out there that will tell you, isn't there?
There's the shipping app that's out there. You can download that, and then you put your area, and it shows all the ships on radar where they are, where they're pointing to, and where the destination is. You know, movements and that are in your area. But that's for all around the world. You know, there is rumors that the new DJI are actually working on a transponder to be put into their new drones. I don't know if you know what a transponder is, do you?
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Transponder is when your aircraft goes airborne from your airport. It switches its transponder on. It has a certain code, and it transmits that to the radar operator. Say you're a 747 flying at this height, blah 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 blah. Blah.
Yeah.
And they're bringing in the drones with their own transponder. So it would say drone 135 is airborne.
Yeah.
All aircraft in that area or all drones in that area on their app will show you where these drones are.
So we're keeping an eye on each other then.
Well, yeah. I mean, it would be.
Can I fly there? And Andy's just said he's got an app. Can I fly there?
Yeah. Can he fly there?
Yeah.
And the app will say yes, and the national will say no.
Can I fly here? No. Can I fly here? Maybe.
Oh, you've started me off now.
Oh, that's two of them. He's got his cough medicine.
Open your mouth, I'll just pour it in there.
You need a strong one in that, don't you, Keith?
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm going to phone him up tomorrow, see if I can get an appointment. Because I phoned this afternoon, and I couldn't get, didn't get any message. He was supposed to phone me back, but he didn't.
Oh, bad lad. Well, this will be going on for another 10 minutes. We've nearly been on for an hour.
Yeah.
It flies by like that, doesn't it?
The things
when you're having a good conversation.
That there is a wind. Well, it's a wind. It's an animeter. It does the wind. So
it tells you how fast it's going in that.
It's got a little thing at the bottom here, a fan, and it tells you what speed.
That's cool, that is.
So
you just point at the spot you want to fly, and it will advise you if it's okay to fly. There's Osby Chandy.
Cool. So
they've got in the UK.
And there is my extension legs for my Mavic.
Yeah.
So
they're not very big legs, though, are they? That's the thing with a Mavic. The standard's got the really long legs.
Yeah.
But with a Mavic, they haven't just got these little couple of inch high legs, and it's like I'll be right scared of catching it to land near my buddy.
Well,
landing it on the ground.
The other things I bought was this Black Widow, if I can get it right. These are £18 from Asda, where it comes with this way USBs on it.
Yeah.
On the side, and this will charge your charger up twice on an iPhone. It's got a 2 milliamp charger and a 1 milliamp charger, and it just charges up. So if I'm out and about with the Mavic and it's going flat, then I can plug it into there and it'll work. But DJI have brought out, if I can turn around, let's have a look in the case, but I haven't got it.
And he said, problem here is that the map area here is full of helicopter landing spots, and you're not allowed to fly within 5.5 kilometers of the pad.
Yeah, that's about right. Well, DJI have brought out 2 items. This here is from DJI. It's USB and then supply the cable. When your batteries are so low that it won't take your helicopter up, you can actually plug this in and charge your phone. So I tend to use that. I got one for the Mavic and one when I sold the Phantom. I kept 3 batteries back so I can run cameras off them and then charge me phones off them and everything, you know, when I'm out and about. And I have got, I don't know if this is going to work. Look, for me Mavic.
Right, you got little flashy lights for it.
Blue lights. I've got a red one as well, so you go along the road and go do 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 do.
Fly helicopter.
This is the police.
Watch out for the police.
So
it's still 1-1, Keith.
Hey?
Is it still 1-1?
Yeah, yeah. 63 minutes gone.
Oh.
Not a bad day. You know, I keep on looking because it's on the iPad there, you know.
Get it off. Copyright. Get it off. Don't want it.
Well, you couldn't see it.
yeah.
You know, Cargo have been talking about chocolate.
Yeah, I know. Cargo's a real chocolate nut.
I think it's going to send in a package over after Christmas.
I'm just going to...
You can't help yourself to share then, lol.
I'll just...
He ate me out of my house on home on Saturday, he did. Yeah, all the cake, didn't you, Keith?
Hey?
Yeah, all the cake, didn't you, when you came over?
No, there was a few bits left on the plate.
A few?
Yeah.
I got
didn't have that much, did we? I think I had about 2 pieces of lemon drizzle and 2 pieces of the strawberry cream.
And 20 cups of coffee.
I thought we only had 3 cups of coffee. Or 4 cups at the moment. 4 cups.
I can't remember. Can we talk about cricket, please? No, we can't.
Yes, Andy. Yes, I think you deserve to win. But
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be a whitewash. I think we might manage to get a draw in one of the 2 remaining games.
I think they'll absolutely batter us, mate. I really do.
But when you've got bowlers like you have, and they're about 10 mile an hour quicker than ours, yeah, you've got a formidable quick bowling.
It's a lot better than last time we beat you for the Ashes, but now it's the opposite way around. So there you go. The Eagles came to ours on Saturday, and we had a visit from Random Life Productions. Yes, we did.
Yes.
Yeah, you saw that video, didn't you, Tony?
I did.
Yeah, I thought you did very well. Very well indeed.
Yeah, it was a good meet-up, yeah.
It was a very good meet-up. Our best player was banned. How bad was that?
Yeah, well...
It shouldn't have been a Wally, should he? And started scrapping.
No, that's the problem with sportsmen nowadays. They go out, have a drink, and they can't handle it, and they get into trouble because people go gunning for them, don't they? They go looking to cause problems.
Bedstoke, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Rooney. You know, when his wife was away, what did he do? Local pub and got chatted up by a bird.
The next minute, it's all in the papers.
Yeah, and they do it for the one thing, publicity, innit? You know, these people.
Right then, guys.
I'm just
sorry.
I'm trying to find my address, an easy address for me. YouTube.
Big Ben Challenges, hello.
Big Ben, thank you for coming in for Drug Talk.
Yeah.
we are near the end of the tour, fortunately.
Yeah, we've got to get this up to Sean's point. You know, he gets a lot more than us, so we'll have to work on it.
He's been doing it a lot longer than what we have done.
Yeah.
Is his drone chat, isn't
it? Chris?
Yes?
I don't think you've given Tony a spanner.
Oh, no, I haven't. Sorry, Tony. Give me 2 seconds. I thought I had.
What spanner do I want?
You're a spanner now.
Get a spanner, then you can post things.
Post links in the chat when you want and kick people out when they're being naughty.
Oh. A bobber boy in.
You just said what I typed as I was typing it, laughs out loud. Oh, cargo. Sorry about that, love. I didn't mean to. You know, I must be psychic.
Well, Keith were a bit trigger happy yesterday. Somebody else's live stream. He decided to accidentally ban somebody because
I didn't mean that at all, and I did apologise. I apologise to Cargo 619. Did he come back? Have you seen him anymore, Cargo? Has he been in that gamer? I was going to sub to his channel as well.
I'm not subbing to him, it bad me.
I blocked him for 300 minutes, wasn't it? 300 seconds, wasn't it, or something?
300 minutes?
300 seconds.
It's like that with my Nightbot band Cap 7 that time because they put too many symbols up.
Yeah.
Oh, no. What's Tony's channel?
I'm just trying to get a link, but I hate the YouTube because it gives you all these numbers, and you know it just makes a link not good. I mean, quadcopter video footage is what I want. That's where I am on the internet. But if you click on that, it'll take you to one of my latest videos.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, well, it'll take you to the channel anyway, and then people can subscribe to you. You got the spanner now. You're a
spanner. Right then, guys, it's now coming to the end.
Indeed.
Of the show. I'd like to thank you for Tony for coming in. Thank you very much, young sir. Same time next week.
Indeed.
And thank you, Mr. Eagle. Same time next week, young sir.
Yeah, yeah. Can you give Cargo 619 a spanner as well?
What's a spanner? A wrench.
A wrench. You're a moderator. It means you can post things in, and if you see any swearing or anything like that, you can ban them or block them like I did.
Yeah, the blue wrench. Ah, a wrench. Yeah. There you go. Anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you all for coming in. Don't forget to drop a like on your way out if you've not done it already. Please subscribe to one another in the chat as well. And we'll see you again next week. Hopefully it'll be 8 o'clock. Yeah, I was a bit late today, but hey, it's Christmas. We're all busy, aren't we?
Yeah.
So, we'll see you in between time. A happy Christmas, guys. And we'll have a good one. I shall see you next week.
Indeed.
Yeah, well, we'll chat. We'll talk out anyway, all of us.
Yeah.
Are you
see you later, guys.
Then cheerio, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.